settle for less. Be very, very consistent. So you just have to keep doing it.
For young chaps who also would want to follow in your suit, specifically females, what are some of the things that has worked for you that could also work for young females who want to be in the industry? Fine. The only thing I'm not good about is that before midnight dropped, we were promised that we're gonna have our exclusive stuff on the radio. It never happened. Wow, what happened?
Right, that's true. The itinerary became packed up. There were so many things that we had to do, and so we weren't able to make it happen. But we can still do it.
Yeah, I think we should just find time and give people exclusivity about that very album itself. But how is it doing though?
It's doing so well. I'm very proud of how the album is doing right now. That's how I felt it was going to be, and I know it's doing more than just people listening.
Okay.
Connected.
Okay.
On an emotional level, and I love that.
That is beautiful. And my favorite jam of that very project is the one that I played for you. That is Fire on the Mountain. Now, let's talk about Fire on the Mountain first, because I want to know your mental state writing that very, very song, because you said a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah. Fire on the Mountain is a heartbreak song.
Okay.
But it's not as deep as Never Like This, but Never Like This is an extreme heartbreak song. And this song is for anyone that is, constantly getting into relationships where they will be echo out, and then the next thing they disappoint them. Then it gets to a point where now as a person we are questioning whether am I actually the problem? Could I be the reason why I'm not finding true love?
It's actually not wrong. That is my favorite.
Yes.
But has Jackie herself found love? Because the last time we spoke, it was something that you were looking for.
Yeah. No, she's still working. She hasn't found love yet. I'm working.
You're not open for love?
I'm very open. But it's not. I'm very open. Yeah.
Let's keep it like that. Very, very open, yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm speaking to Jackie, and tomorrow we are having a great conversation or a great time at the SG Mall. And for those of you who've not had a chance to listen to Jackie's new project that is After Midnight, just find time, listen to that very jam or listen to that very project. You could also be having a lovely song out of that one. That song that I play always on my playlist is the Fire on the Mountain, which is amazing as well. And now, before we get into our main conversation, which is about tomorrow, Valentine and everything, I always would love to find out from individuals who are in mainstream concerning our music industry.
Right.
And you're doing amazingly well for yourself. You're part of the very few females who are doing very well in a male-dominated industry. Now, for young chaps who also would want to follow in your suit, specifically females, what are some of the things that has worked for you that could also work for young females who want to be in the industry themselves?
I would say I wasn't chasing I wasn't in a rush to be famous. I think that's what I would say. I was not in a rush to be the most popular person. I wanted to really take my time and do what I genuinely loved, and I wasn't settling for less. If I find myself in a space where I feel like is kind of demeaning me as a person, I take myself out. I know the kind of talent I have, and I know what it can attract and what it can do. Say I'm free, baby, I'm always in my house, I'm always working, and I don't let social media pressure get to me. That's one thing that has really worked for me. If I drop a song, that will because say, oh, is this way, is that way. I mean, say it's coming from the Panankasa, it's just want to say bad things about me. I know that it's a good song, and I always speak to myself and encourage myself because my name said yeah me and I'm on a good cause. So anybody else that would say something contrary to that is just trying to spread bad vibes. But don't settle for less. Be very, very consistent. So start at the end of FR. You just have to keep doing it over and over and over and over again. One way popular on TikTok, Sana started from one video to being consistent with it, and then they are now popular influencers and content creators. So, yeah.
Now, is talent enough?
There's so many other things aside being talented, because there's so many talented people. There's people that are not even in the industry. Only if you're too young, but I say it's more than that. What the people see and what they hear is very important. Brand is a huge thing that adds up to talent. You can be very talented, but if you don't have a brand of your own, because if there's nothing to give off from your brand, it becomes a bit tricky. So it's not the talent alone. There's so many other things that comes with being, someone that's not in the industry.
I know that for over time in the industry, you've grown for yourself a thick skin. I know it didn't start off just at the beginning. You actually went through some process as well. So hence, I want to find out, has there ever been a point whereby you wanted to give up, either by the virtue of someone saying something or something not sitting well with you? Did you ever want to give up in music at a point in time?
That would probably be during my school days. It was getting very difficult because not me, music, and I was also going to school. So that point, I was choosing between dropping out of school or stopping the music.
Okay.
And when the music was getting very intense, it was affecting my school, and I'll not be in class, or when I come back, I have so many things to catch up with. So at that point, I really was considering stopping one of it, but I'm glad I was able to, juggle the two and I'm able to get it.
One of the things you've been able to do amazingly and seamlessly, very, very easy, is how you've been able to enter into the Nigerian space. As a matter of fact, you have most of your time, if not in the UK, you are in Nigeria. How have you been able to do that? Because Nigerians easily do not grow towards an individual which is not their own. It is very difficult for Nigerians to actually take someone who's not from where they are and also give praise to and also be listening to. But you are an individual who's done it very, very easily. How were you able to enter into the Nigerian market?
Really and truly, it's good music, good music, hard work, and that is what got me in there. Because I remember when Forever blew up, it was around the COVID time, and we were really doing a lot of things on the internet. So we were doing a lot of promotion, a lot of content, because we were not allowed to go out in person to play shows and all of that. So the music was good. We were working hard behind the scenes as well, and picked up. So I think just make good music, show up as well. We ended up going to Nigeria to do a radio tour when they opened outside. And you don't just have to be at home as well. Show up in person, push your work in person. The grounds work is also very important. It's not just about the internet and that.
I love the conversation about the grounds work. When you talk about grounds work, what do you mean specifically?
Like what I'm doing right now, here in person, doing you have to, I think there's some artists that they get to a certain point that they stop doing what they used to do when they were up and coming. I still do everything I was doing when I got into the industry. When the album came out, I was on almost every radio station, TV station. I was sharing flyers. We were pasting the artworks in town, and I don't hesitate when I get the chance to tell someone to listen to my album. Yeah, if I bump into someone, I can just ask them, I've dropped an album, you need to listen to it. So yeah, be there in person. If you go for events, don't hesitate to speak to the DJs, put them on your music, even if you're a big artist. So I still do that.
Nice one. 22 minutes after 4, City's greatest late afternoon show, The Drive Time, sitting with GYAKIE. And tomorrow at the SG Mall, we are giving you a celebration of love, which is Valentine in the SG Mall. I've enjoyed your performances. That is on. Was it in December at
Yeah.
the Rattree Park?
Yeah.
Even though you were a bit under the weather, you just gave your all. And always all of the time when I want to enjoy Jackie is one way or the other. But this time around, I know the energy is up.
Yeah.
People are very much poised and ready to listen to you. What have you got to tell Kumasi?
I am about to have an amazing experience with them tomorrow because I love love so much. So if I need to do anything that is intimate, a love show or an event which is really spotlighting love, I am a fan because most of my songs are love songs.
Yeah.
And so tomorrow, 13th at SG Mall, Kwabena and myself, we are going to spread love. The whole place is going to be full of love. So come and have an amazing intimate experience. Let's sing the songs, let's drink, let's eat, let's take pictures, and then have an amazing evening into Valentine's Day.
Love is a big word. What can one do with respect to love to sweep you off your feet?
I think just do your job. Everybody has a role to play in family, friendships, relationships, and I want to believe say gets into a relationship, everybody knows what they're doing. You as a lady, you know what you have to do. As a lady, you don't have to listen to sad TikTok videos. If you were a girl, do this for a man. If you know, everybody would be you know what you have to do to make your partner happy. So just do your job.
Just do your job. If you are that very guy listening right now, I know Jackie is on the top list of a lot of the guys. I know one individual from here. I'm not going to mention your name, but then just do your job. Jackie, of all of the songs you've released, which is your favorite?
At the moment, it's Fire on the Mountain.
Fire on the Mountain.
Sankofa and then Need Me.
Fire on the Mountain, Sankofa and Need Me. Okay. Since Fire on the Mountain is my favorite, can you do me an acapella? I beg of you. Do me an acapella.
Saving my voice for tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't strain you. Just, yeah.
What's the soul that fire on the mountain top? Nobody walks by, nobody wants to. If you wanna come, give me heads up. I'm on fire, burning while it's still hot. When I catch you, so do, be a do. Send me catch you.
I love it. I love it.